Okay, we know quite well it's getting more and more expensive to feed your family, but Don Raines is here from Don's Meat Shop to say, come on into the store while you can because you've still got a few days left for the tax-free on your food. I forgot about that actually.
Absolutely.
You've been seeing a boom lately in people coming in.
Yeah, not so much at first, but now that people are thinking, hey, I got to get this done.
You and I were having a conversation about the differences in people's ages. Don mentioned something about cube steak. A lot of people have been coming in to buy cube steak, and I said, gosh, I haven't had that in a long time. And you admitted it was more of your older customers.
Absolutely.
They know how to stretch a dollar.
Yes, they do.
They had to. So as their children, we know how to.
Right.
But for a lot of people who are for the first time facing my grocery budget and my grocery bill don't match, you can be a great help in that at the store.
Yeah, you know, whether it's through portion control or through more economical items.
Or just cooking.
Absolutely.
Right?
Just cooking, right?
It's
Absolutely.
amazing. So let's talk about what you brought here, because I know we're on the cusp of Labor Day.
Yep.
So you want to give people some fun options. So I'm going to start with what I think anyway would be the most economical, but still fun.
Yep.
And that's your hamburgers and hot dogs.
Absolutely. You know, now I brought my upper end.
Okay.
You know, this is my regular hot dog. Now this is a Wagyu beef dog.
Oh, that's
so
right.
this is, you know, both ends of the spectrum here. This is definitely more economical. This one is going to be loaded with flavor.
But you know, back to the economical side of things, even with the traditional, original hot dog that you brought, look how big it is. So, you know, that's going to feed your 12-year-old son quite well.
Right, for a little over $1.
For a little over $1. The hamburgers you do yourself too, and you can make them where they have like bacon and cheese in them and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, we do a bacon burger. I didn't bring the bacon burger.
That's okay.
I did bring a Wagyu patty and my beast burger. Again, I brought the upper end, but I have the regular too. Now this is an exotic blend of Wagyu beef, boar, elk, and bison.
Okay.
You know.
The Wagyu, what's the difference in that, Don?
Higher fat content,
That
basically. I mean, and the way the animal's raised.
So that higher fat content gives it more of a flavor? Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Yep, the marbling it has a more marbling.
And you're making these yourself at the store?
Making most things myself.
Okay.
There's a couple of items I buy.
Okay, I think that's worth mentioning. I'm guessing you buy the scallops.
Oh, absolutely.
You're not out in the waters off the coast of Maine getting those scallops on your own. But they are really great. And this is tuna here?
Yeah, ahi tuna, sushi grade.
Okay. So by sushi grade, does that mean that you don't have to cook it if you want to eat it raw?
That's correct.
Okay. Talk about your steaks. My 17-year-old is a big steak lover, so let's go through what you got here. Obviously, your filet mignon, I dare you to find a better one in town. So good. Is this?
That's my Angus ribeye.
Okay. And the Angus, is that a type of cow?
That's a breed.
Okay.
You know, but not only is the breed important, but you know, there's certain quality specs it's got to meet before it hits that. In terms of marbling, because it's an upper end choice. It's not just your run-of-the-mill stuff.
To that end, do you, as part of what you know at your store, I'm almost afraid to venture down this conversation with you, but you have to know where to get the meats, right? And as farming in this country becomes more and more altered, it's really important that you know the source.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
What are these?
This is an Italian sausage. We make all our own sausages. We make, you know, 25 to 30 different sausages. It's in a bratwurst style. This is a link. We also make it in bulk, but I have bratwurst, Cajun, Boudin. I have all kinds of sausages that you can throw on the grill.
So, you know, you think about with this tax-free that you have until the end of August, what a great thing. These will all freeze well.
Right, absolutely. They're already frozen,
Football season, you're set.
Absolutely.
Okay, shrimp?
Gulf shrimp, wild caught.
Wild caught, that's important to say, right? Because that means that it doesn't have any of the gunk in it that you don't want.
Right, yeah, no chemicals added.
That's a technical word, by the way, gunk.
Yeah,
You can't talk about Labor Day and not talk about putting some ribs on.
Absolutely.
Are these spare or baby back?
That is actually a St. Louis rib, which is the heart of the spare rib. It's the best part of the spare rib.
Okay, so it's going to have a little bit of the fat on it that a spare rib would have,
Right.
but that gives it also all that good flavor.
Yes,
Fat is your friend.
it is.
Okay. Bacon?
Absolutely.
What's this used for? Just like breakfast bacon, or is this gourmet stuff?
Well, that's an Applewood smoked bacon, thick sliced.
Okay.
But most people are going to use it for breakfast.
Okay. I think I've been around you long enough to know what this one is. Am I saying it right? Is this a tri-tip?
That is a tri-tip.
Yes. What is that, a tri-tip?
It's part of the sirloin. It's a very tender muscle. Let me tell you, with our influx of California residents, they're finding me because I have it.
What do you, how do you use it?
Well, you can grill it, you can smoke it. It's steak. It's like, I describe it as a grilling roast.
Do you slice it when you serve it thin?
Yeah, but it doesn't have necessarily be too thin.
Okay.
Because it's tender. But yeah, you would grill it, smoke it, however you're going to prepare it, then slice it up, serve it family style.
I'm looking at your pork here. For a while, pork was getting kind of a bad rap. You want to be, again, to the source. You want to be careful where you're
Right.
getting your pork. But look at that pork chop, Don. Gosh, that's grill worthy.
Absolutely. You know, that's a porterhouse thick cut pork chop, you know, and we sell a lot of them. And sometimes we can't keep up.
On the economical conversation that we had before, a tenderloin is a great choice.
Sure,
You can
pork
stretch it.
tenderloin is very economical.
And then part of what you do, because we had talked about people who might not be in the habit of cooking, although COVID taught a lot of people
Right.
how to get in the kitchen and cook. But the spices is what makes it so good. So you've not only have the sides
Right.
to complete a meal, but you do have lots of spices at the store.
I do. I have all kinds of rubs. You know, this is char crust. It's great on steaks.
Oh, really? You just rub it in?
Gives it kind of a blackened appearance. You
Is
know.
that good whether you're going to put it on the grill or fry, or do it in a skillet?
Yep.
Either way?
Yep, it'll work either way.
Do you need to let it sit for a while before you cook it?
Maybe just 5 minutes or
Okay.
so.
So
Just
it's
let
quick.
it to absorb in just a little bit.
Okay.
It's not something that has to sit overnight or anything like that.
His staff will not hit the lake until later on Labor Day. They're open until 4, Labor Day proper.
Right.
You can only shop for the tax-free savings through the end of August, so don't miss your chance.
Right.
And they'll always be glad to help you place special orders. They're thinking ahead for the holidays. They know you are too.
Yep.
So visit them at donsmeatshop.com online. Better yet, just go to the store on Hickson Pike. Thank you.
Thank you, Julie.